So let's start our today's session. Let we have an introductory session on our today's training part. This is online training on SPSS 27. This is basically the level, the basic level of SPSS, and today is day one, which is 5th March 2024, and the time of this session is 4 p.m. to 4:40 p.m. as per Pakistan Standard Time. Myself, Zahid Bashir, I am a faculty member at Department of Commerce, University of Gujarat, as well as I am a PhD scholar at Delhi College of Commerce, University of Punjab, Lahore. Uh, let's start about today's training session. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. Then I would have a brief introduction of the participants of today's training. Then we will discuss about the course content of the overall SPSS 27 training sessions that we will conduct throughout this month. Then we would have the method of assessment, how I will assess your learning criteria, and how I would assess that how much you have learned. I will discuss some methods of learning here. Then we may have the software installation part, where I will discuss how the software will install here. And then we have the introductory session on the basic environment and screen layout familiarity of SPSS 27 today. Because in 40 minutes, we will cover all of these contents. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself before discussing the overall contents of SPSS 27. I would like to discuss about myself, uh, because you are the new participant of this training session. So you need to have a brief overview about my profile, about the trainer that you are going to attend. As I have told you that I am a faculty member at Department of Commerce, University of Gujarat, as well as a PhD scholar in Delhi College of Commerce, University of Punjab. This is my research profile. If in case if you would like to research, if you would like to have a research on my basic research profile, this is my Scopus ID. This is my ORC ID. This is my World of Science, Web of Science ID. And this is my SSR on ID, and this is my Google Scholar ID. You may search me on Google. I am also active on ResearchGate, and this is my personal email ID in case if you would like to discuss any data analysis uh, issue or any data analysis problem. You may discuss on this mail or the email of researchpedia that I have used for giving uh, the link of this online learning platform. These are my research interests, like I am interested in doing research in sustainable finance, including socially responsible investment and impact investing. Additionally, I am interested in fintech, artificial intelligence in financial industry, personal or household finance, behavioral finance, robo financial advisory, and data analysis for quantitative, qualitative, and mixed method. Basically, my expertise in terms of data analysis is in quantitative as well as in qualitative as well as in mixed data. Basically, I am proficient in different softwares of data analysis. I am proficient in mixed method. I have also some certifications I have from United Nations e-learning platforms, like Introduction to Sustainable Finance and Introduction to Sustainable Finance Taxonomy. These are the international certifications. which are basically issued by United Nations. Additionally, I am a reviewer of renowned research journals from Finance Research Letter, Financial Innovation, Helion, International Review of Financial Analysis, Qualitative Research in Financial Markets. This is my employment profile. I am a faculty member in Department of Commerce at present. I am on study leave for doing my PhD. Previously, I was on contract in College of Commerce, GC University, Faisalabad. And before that, I was adjunct faculty member in Imperial College of Business Studies, Lahore, Pakistan. This is my educational profile. At present, I have completed the coursework of my PhD studies, and I am doing my research. I am developing my proposal in sustainable finance, and these are the courses I have attended. And previously, I have done MPhil from the same institute, and other educations. I have some honors and awards, like I have received Best Paper Award from IBA Lahore on a research article which is co-authored with Dr. Sabir Paul. Then I have certificate of achievement from Vice Chancellor University of Punjab in visualization using WASPWare. I am also a gold medalist from Mrs. Shafkat Bhatti in case of modern group of colleges during my intermediate examination. I have a lot of certificate of achievement also. Additionally, I have some certifications from different trainings, workshops, like manuscript writing from Science Direct, HRDC, University of Gujarat, Pakistan, as well as I have some research writing or certificate of attendance in different elsewhere tools. I have also worked as a resource person in providing in-hand training arrangements like secondary data analysis to Noon Business School, University of Sargodha, as well as enhancement of business research skills uh, in Department of Commerce, University of Gujarat. I have certificate of participation in case of WASPWare, in case of research graduate consulting company. There are a lot of certificates I have achieved from there. Then I have some skills like I would like to focus on data analysis skills. I am proficient in SPSS, Gamers, Smart PLS, Jamovi, and Vivo 14, Stata, eViews, and WASPWare. And I am shifting my focus towards some of the latest software like Power BI, Tableau, Jasper, and RStudio also. That in near future I will provide training on those softwares also. And there are some of my research activities at present. Uh, I have more than 7 articles, 8 articles that are under review and have been accepted in W category or impact factor journals. Additionally, I have 28 published articles in different domains in primary data, in secondary data, and in mixed data analysis. I have more than 14 conference presentation in national and international conferences. I have also supervised different MPhil students. I have also supervised the BS level students in different universities, different departments. I have also worked as an external evaluator. So this is my short and brief overview about myself. Now I would like to have a brief overview of today's attendee, Ms. Rabia. So, Ms. Rabia, please let us know about yourself. You may have your educational background, your professional background, your research background, and how you have developed an idea to attend this training. So please let us know about yourself.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Rabia and I'm recently studying in University of Gujarat. My major is psychology and I am currently in semester 6. I haven't write any articles or participate in any research. It's holiday time, so I was wondering if I could do something um, that is worth my time. So I saw your post. SPSS is important for data analysis in psychology too. So I thought it must be good to do that.
So it is a good idea to have a learning tool, and that would be beneficial for you for data analysis when you have a research project in your seventh or eighth semester, maybe. Am I right? You might have a research project in seventh or eighth semester.
Yes, I'm actually trying to write a research proposal for the and my MPhil, and it's for the scholarship program. So I have been trying to get some knowledge from YouTube, but it's not really direct. So I thought this will be the best one.
All right, all right. So let's start our today's part of session. Let's have the contents. Maybe these contents are as per uh, your required level of understanding. I have developed it by keeping in mind a diverse population from around the globe, but maybe some of the participants didn't attend today. So let's start from here that how much course we need to cover, how much content we need to cover. I will discuss about the basic environment and layout familiarity of SPSS 27. Then I will discuss about the data management, how we will manage data using SPSS during this training program. Then I will discuss about code book creation, which is an important part when you are doing when you are planned to do data analysis using SPSS. So code book creation is very important. So I will discuss how to create a code book and how you may enter your data manually and through some other ways. Then we may have missing value analysis. Uh, if our data set has some missing value, how can we analyze them? How can we treat them? How can we ignore them in case they are under some reliable percentage or under some control percentage as per suggested by different researchers? So how we would analyze the demographic summary and cross tabulation, which is a data analysis technique in SPSS. Uh, these are basically the contents of the overall SPSS training. We are not going to cover all of them today. We are going to cover the basic environment and layout familiarity today. But in order to have the understanding that what we are going to cover in the overall training of SPSS 27, I have arranged this slide. So on the sixth part, we are going to cover the reliability analysis of our variables, of our factors, if our factors are whether our factors are reliable or not, and what to do if they are not reliable, how to improve the reliability of our factors. Then we may have a variable computation part where we are going to learn how to compute a variable. There are different methods of variable computation, like mean method, like median method. So when to use which method and what are the pros and cons of those methods. Then we will discuss the descriptive analysis of composite variables. So when we have computed the variables of our study, like dependent variable, independent variable. So we need to have a descriptive analysis of those variables. It means the summary of those variables. So what those variables are explaining, what is the minimum and the maximum value, what is the average value, and what is the standard deviations of those values. Uh, then we may have the visualization using graph like scatter diagram, like line plot, bar charts, etc. We may have more than 8 to 10 graphs that we are going to learn here, and we are going to interpret them, that what is the purpose of those graphs, in which situation we are going to prepare which graph, and how to interpret those graphs. Then we may have mean comparison. We may have mean comparison based on single group. We may have mean comparison based on two groups. We may have mean comparison based on more than two groups. So how to compare different groups. So this is basically the part which we cover in mean comparison using SPSS. Then we may have correlation and regression analysis, which is the inferential part of this training program. The first part up to 10th part is basically up to ninth part, so sorry. Up to ninth part is basically the descriptive part. From the 10th part, the inferential statistics started. So in case of inferential statistics, the second most important topic is correlation and regression analysis. So we are going to cover how the correlation is done here, what is correlation, why it is used, and what methods are there in SPSS to consider correlation. In the similar way, how regression is done using the available techniques of regression analysis in SPSS. Then we may have regression assumptions or diagnostic. There are different assumptions under which we validate or invalidate the regressions, whether our estimates are reliable or valid to interpret or to make decisions. So we need to check their assumptions or diagnostic. Then we may have 10 cases of regression based on the different categories of our dependent variable. Our dependent variable may be a continuous variable, our dependent variable may be binary variable, our dependent variable may be categorical variable. So based on the different categories of our dependent variable, we may have 10 cases of regression that we are going to deal with SPSS 27. Then we may have exploratory factor analysis. This is a technique which is widely in demand, especially in case when we are going to finalize our factors. We are going to finalize that these and these factors are going to measure a particular construct. So this is a factor reduction technique when we may have a lot of factors, and we are going to finalize some constructs. We are going to validate some measures, some constructs, some scales. So this technique is very important, and I am going to teach you exploratory factor analysis. Then we may have discriminant analysis. It is a very important technique at advanced level, which is similar to exploratory factor analysis in many cases. Then we may have cluster analysis as an advanced technique in SPS analysis. Then we may have one of the most important techniques of process by haste. If you are interested to learn the mediation, the moderation in case of regression analysis, you need to learn the process by haste. So I have also included the process by haste in the contents of this training. Then the last one is power analysis. It is the sample size estimation based on power analysis. So These are the contents that we are going to cover in SPSS training. So first of all, I would like to discuss uh, the basic content of today training. As I have told you, today we will mainly cover my introduction, the participant introduction, the course content. So these three things we have covered now. Now I would like to discuss about method of estimation. I have decided that in order to check whether you are learning from this training or not, I have included a question and answer session at the end of the training, as well as I will also allocate a data set at the end of each week. It's mean approximately 7 sessions. After attending 7 sessions, you would be able to apply some of the learning techniques on a particular data set. So I will share a data set after every 7 days. So you can apply your learning techniques during that 7 days on that particular data set. So that would be a method of assessment. Then we have software installation. I hope the software has uploaded. Let me see. No, it is taking some of the more minutes. So before it is uploaded here, we have some initial overview of the starting screen, which is basically done after the software installation. So we have a quick recap of what we have with SPSS. In case of installation, when you have installed the SPSS, the basic thing that you need to understand regarding SPSS is the screen layout and tools which are available uh, from the right from the beginning of your learning criteria. So we might have the menu bars, we might have the different tools available on SPSS. So how can we apply those tools? So let me show you some initial screen so that you can understand. So when you have installed SPSS, when you have installed the SPSS into your system and you open the file, the first thing you see in your screen is basically the screen layout that you are seeing over here. So you need to understand the different component of the screen. There is a data view and there is a variable view. The first screen that you are seeing here is basically the variable view. You need to put here the name of the variable in the name box. Then you need to identify the types of the data. Then you need to identify the column widths, the number of decimal, how you label the data, how you define your variable. If there is a definition of the variable or the factors that you are putting over here, you need to provide the definition here, that how would you define that particular variable. Then how would you measure that particular variable, whether you are measuring it quantitatively or qualitatively? Is there any missing value from that variable? Number of columns, alignment, then level of measurement. We need to put here the level of measurement, and then we need to assign the role, whether it is dependent variable or independent variable. So one by one, I would like to explain here what are the different parts of this software learning tool. The first thing you see here is the name box. So, sorry, the first thing you see on the screen is the title bar. The title bar basically indicates the name of the software as well as the name of the file. At present, there is no name of this file. So it is indicating untitled one dataset. So this is the name of the file that you are seeing here. So this is the bar which is known as title bar. The next thing, the second row here you are seeing is basically this is the menu bar. The most important menus that you are going to use appears here, like file menu, edit menu, view menu, data menu, transform, analyze, graphics, utilize, extension, window, and hide. Then you can see here the toolbar, and sometimes it is called the ribbon bar or icon bar. So the most important and ready to use tools are here that you can use during your analysis, during your process that you need to apply in SPSS. Then you can see the minimization, the maximization, and the cross buttons that you are going to use when you need to minimize the window, the maximize the window or the screen, the crossing of the screen. So these are very important buttons when you are going to use it. Then you may have the case bars. Case bar means the number of your variables here. So how many variables you put it here, you will easily count how many variables are there. So this is the case bar or the subject bar. Next one is the description about the data view or variable view. So these are very important buttons. When you push one of them, it will show you the relevant screen. Then you can see this slide bar. This is vertical scroll bar basically, and there is a horizontal scroll bar down there. Then you can see the status bar. Status bar indicate what process you have applied here. Then you might have the first column, which is the name column, as I have already indicated you that here you put the name of your variable, your construct, your indicator, or any attribute. So whatever variable, constructs, indicator, or any attribute you are going to use, you put the name of that variable over here one by one. Then you are seeing the type. It indicates the type of the variable, whether it is numeric, string, or something else. So you need to put it here, the type of the variable. SPSS automatically decide the type of the variable at the first instance. Then you may have the width of the variable. It indicates the number of digits allowed for data entry for a particular variable. Then you may have the decimal column. It will indicate the number of decimal allowed for a data entry of a particular variable. Then you may have the label, the label variable. It will indicate the definition or explanation of your particular variable or attribute. Then we may have the values. It indicates the labeling of values of your particular variable. It means that how you are going to measure your variable, with what value you are going to measure your variable. Then we may have missing column. It will indicate the missing values of your particular variable or attribute. Then you have the column. It will indicate the number of column for your particular variable or attribute. Then you may have the alignment. It indicates the alignment of your variable, whether you want to align it in center, left, or right. Then you may have measure, which is basically the level of measurement, whether you are going to assign nominal level of measurement, ordinal level of measurement, or scale measurement. Then you may have the role, which indicates the role that a variable will play in your analysis, whether it is independent variable, whether it is dependent variable, or it may be a dependent or independent or both. So this is the basic introduction of our today's session. I hope you have learned. So if you have any question, you may ask, because this was a 40-minute session and we may have only 2 to 3 minutes for today. We will cover the data management tomorrow. Let me check whether the software is here. Yes. Have you downloaded the software, Rabia? Please let me know.
No,
Have
sir, it just appeared.
uh, is it still downloading?
Yes.
All right. If the meeting is over, you need to download it. It will ask you uh, when you extract this software. It will ask you the password. It is 123, which is showing on the screen. Then you need to follow these steps. You need to install the app first. Then you need to copy JRE file from IF026 folder, and you need to put it in this directory. Like you need to go to your C drive, then you need to go to program files, then you need to find out IBM SPSS, then you need to find SPSS 27, and you need to put this file, that is GRE, which is you need to locate from this folder, and you need to put that into this. And again, you will find another file with name of iService. You need to put this file also into the same directory, and it will update your SPSS version, and it will make it usable. All right.
Okay. What
Uh,
if the meeting ends before the downloading?
if the meeting ends, do not cross it from here. But if it still doesn't work, then you can email me. I will send you the file from there. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see you
All right.
tomorrow on the same time, and I will share the link for tomorrow's meeting. We will cover all these contents step by step, and we will cover the whole of this process throughout this month. So, do you have any question that you would like to ask for today's session? It was a short session, although, but we need to have at least SPSS installed in your system to cover the further part. So that's why I have covered some basic aspects of today's training. So if you have any question, you can ask.
No, sir.
All right, so only less than 1 minute remaining. So let's wind up the meeting. Today we have discussed about the basic aspects of SPSS. I have introduced myself. The participant has introduced herself. We have discussed the overall course content. We have discussed the method of assessment. Uh, we have software installation, and I am sure that the participant will install on her end. Then we have discussed the basic environment and screen layout uh, about this particular uh, portion. I have discussed the overall contents of SPSS. Then I have discussed the basic screen layout, that the screen that you need to face as a first interaction of SPSS. So what are the different parts of that screen? So we have covered these basic parts. So I hope to see the participants tomorrow. So let's wind up this meeting. Thank you very much.